Hey. How you doing today? How you doing? Just here today. A lot of people wondering why I got breaking news. I'm just trying, to get the message out, and mean necessary. Because I want to tell people what's going on. It's an urgent matter that's happening. And people need to know that these situations are happening all around them. And what better way to tell the world that some things are happening in a world that they're not really aware of. And if you are watching this broadcast, um, if you don't know nothing about the Mandela effect, it's a very important phenomenon that's happening all across the globe. It's affecting every part of our lives. Um, this really um, not being talked about in the main media, not being talked about in the world today, but it's happening, and it's happening faster and faster, and I'm trying to get the word out as much as I can, because people need to know that things are happening in their world that they don't realize, and that it's not a conspiracy no more. Just check around you. I got plenty of examples on my channel and just on the Mandela Effect channel in general. But things are happening. They're building experiments. If you ever heard of CERN and D-Wave computer and AI, and if you notice that you hear AI more often now than you ever did ever in your life, uh, you need to take a step back and really think about why they're pushing the AI system. But I'm letting you know that there's some things that you may not understand. You may not even grasp the, the information. But right now, it's some things that's happening that's been hidden from the world that's very important. They may censor, even may take down this alert. Hey, how you doing, Melissa? They may take down this alert, but it's a call to humanity. It's not just conspiracy. It's not just something to talk about. It's a important part of history that's happening right now. And I'm trying to get the information out to whoever's um, may click on this video. I know most people, they try to get views, they try to get your attention for things that don't matter. But this happening right now is very important in history. I mean, even if you're not affected by any of the things of the Mandela effect, when you look at the significant number of people that are, that should give you the inkling that it's something that's going wrong. It's something that's unbalanced. It's something that's strange that's happening. Too many people, thousands of people. How you doing? Thousands of people are waking up to these changes and seeing many things that you may not see. But when you see how many people are having the same thought patterns, the same information overload. Hey, digital, hey, all the subscribers. I don't mean to wake you up. Hey, Tom, I don't mean to wake you all up, but this wasn't really out for you, the people that know. But you know, y'all can stick by if somebody have questions. You know, some of the people that you see in the chat, they are affected just like me, and they have channels and they have great insight, and so um, we all in this together. This is not a separation. It's not a fluke. It's not just something that's it's not clothes or a fashion statement. It's not even about a phone. You know how all of us get excited when they have new phones and new products out and new things that really don't matter. Right now, they're dealing with technology that many of us still don't understand. We have some of the answers, but we don't have all the answers. We have some of the conclusions that we have drawn, but we don't really know what's happening. But we do know they are working with experiments that's detrimental to the world, even if it's not causing the Mandela effect. It has the potential to blow up right under our nose because this Hydro Collider is a machine that they have in Switzerland. And matter of fact, they have a whole lot of them now, about 150 all around the world. But the one in Switzerland, it gets hotter than the sun. The magnetic forces that comes out of that machine is 10 times greater than our magnetic force. Just take a look around you. Take a look around everything that's happening in the world, all the traumatic weather, all the earthquakes, all the strange birds falling out the sky, strange weather patterns. These are all signs of something happening. You know, even if you don't believe in the Mandela effect or the things that's going on in the Mandela effect, your world, as far as everyday life, is changing. And it's not global warming. It's not anything like that. Um, and so, I'm just here to let you all know they beginning to pump out the narrative of AI. I heard so much AI news today on the radio when I was in the car. I was amazed. They're beginning to really pump out the news slowly but surely, and people are not even paying attention. Um, I'm just asking my fellow citizens of the world, not of a country, not of a sector, but the world, that the AI system needs to be looked at objectively. It need to be broken down. It need to be seen what is the true nature of it. What is it really capable of? You know, you have to realize, think about your childhood. What people used to say in your childhood. Things that looked too good to be true, it normally is. And so when somebody say that this is going to fix all our problems, this is going to change the way we look at humanity and how we interact with one another, and it's going to solve things that we never could solve. Think about that. And so I'm just sharing this news with the world. I don't want to stay live too long, and I might stay live a little bit longer, But this is just a breaking news story that a whole lot of people are talking about. It's not something that I started. If you really want to know, you have pillars like Photohelix. It's been on this topic for years now. You have people like EYA. You have a whole lot of pillars of this genre of information. One that I seen when I came into the Mandela effect, and then now you have a whole lot of new, um, what I can call them. I can call them journalists, really, that's talking about this phenomenon with great insight, with great knowledge, wisdom, and information. And if you clicked on this video, stay for a little bit and conversate with some of the people that's in the room. Some of the people in the room has great knowledge of this um, earth-changing worldview of situations that's happening that nobody's talking about. The media don't want you to know. Most of the governments don't want you to know. A lot of people don't want you to know the truth nature of what's going on. The true nature that's happening right in the midst of every last one of us. It's not about race. It's not about color. It's not about wealth. It's not about none of that. It's about humanity being undercut with some things that really is trying to manipulate us, trying to control us, trying to shape us, trying to um, mind boggle us, and just destroy everything that we stood for. I just heard today that um, certain cities in America, like California, has begun to ban certain kinds of book that has wording that don't match up with a certain people's agenda. And I'm into free speech. And when you start to single out what you don't like, and they started making news laws and changing laws for what you don't like, then that becomes a problem. But getting off of my country, but this world-changing event that's happening, you need to take a look at. If you just clicked on this channel, you see some people watching, and most of the people that's watching right now know things about this situation that if you could ask them a question, they can answer any question about this Mandela effect phenomena. They called it a Mandela effect because situations are changing. Things that we used to think we know, like products, movies, books are changing. And I'm talking about not trying to revamp it or come out with something new. Old things that we remember, they say that's not exists no more. And if it was just one, two people, then I can see. But it's massive of people, millions of people saying that they remember certain things a certain way and they have the same memory of that thing. And so it's not a conspiracy. It's not even something that's a lie, because how can millions of people have the same memories of things like Febreze with two E's in it, like Oscar Mayer spelled with Maya spelled with an E, not an A. And like mirror, mirror on the wall for Snow White. Millions of people remember this mirror, mirror on the wall for Snow White. Millions of people remember Oscar Mayer being spelled with an M-E, not an M-A. And so this is like a phenomenon that's really not even talked about. You know, millions of people know, but it becomes like, okay, well, what's next? But if somebody can manipulate our matter and things that surround us, you know, we even have certain people saying the body is changing. The things that we used to know is not in the same place. And I don't know if that's factual because I'm not a doctor and I don't have an X-ray machine. But if you look on what your favorite search engine like Google, and you search in kidneys, they're located in a different place. And the image that they're pumping out says the kidneys is not located where we used to remember. It's up in your rib cage now. Your stomach is up in your rib cage now. Your heart is not where it used to be. And you could just search these little basic things that's telling you something is going wrong. If you know anything about your body, if you know anything about where your kidneys used to be, just search kidneys. Before you click off this video, just search for kidneys. Just check for yourself where your kidneys used to be. And if you know where they used to be, you'll see the images that they're saying is not the same. And so I'm trying to, warn the world. I'm not in it for fame, not in it for fortune, but in it for information. We have so many breaking news of terror, and if somebody's messing with our time, what great terror is that? And nobody's talking about it. If we having wars and they say, well, it's a missile being strike, everybody want to know about that missile being strike. But right now, somebody's really messing with our time, literally, because things that I remember, they say that they don't exist. I mean, if you had the ability right now to just Google where your kidneys used to be, if you Google your eye socket now having bones in the back of it, and if that was the same for you, okay, I understand that. But when you look at the number of people that have the memory like me, we all can't be just making up the same memory. No way. If you get 8 out of 10 of the people saying the same thing, you have to really look at it objectively and be like, wait a minute, hold on. Maybe something is really happening. Everything you see on TV, that's in somebody's imagination. And I was always told, if you can see it, you can do it. And so if they can put it on TV, like Back to the Future or all of these time travel movies, don't you think somebody's going to try to invent that? Because curiosity killed the cat. Everything we used to watch, like cars driving themselves. Now we have self-driving cars. Like everything that we used to watch on TV that we thought was fiction, was imaginative. Now they're becoming reality. When we first had automatic sliding doors and electric cars and all of this stuff, when we were growing up, we couldn't even imagine it being here. So technology is at a point where it's exploding. And so what about the things that we try to chuck off? Like time travel and people just trying to manipulate our world. I just call you right now, just look. Just check for yourself. That's all you have to do. Check out check out the world map. If you ever traveled, if you ever looked at nature, look at your animals. We have squirrels. We have skunks with two lines instead of a white line going down the middle of its back. The one with the white right stripe going down the middle of the back don't exist no more. Never was. We have strange animals. You know, we have strange flowers just popping up. The weather is very sporadic. Have you noticed every time you say, they say, this has never happened before. You got people all around the world hearing noises, booms, and their property shaking, places that never had earthquakes before, hearing squeaking sounds all over the planet. I know hey, how you doing? I know we wrapped up in what we like. I know we wrapped up in the things we like to see, the things that we like to do, and we like to travel, we like to go out, we like to eat, we like to relax. But right now we have things that's happening that needs to wake up every human being in this planet. Because we have just one planet. We just have one human nature. And if the people that's trying to take over the world with their own agenda and their own negative information, tools and technologies that they are making. If you notice you hear things about AI, artificial intelligence. They're pushing it everywhere, not just in businesses. They pushing AIs on computers. Every cell phone after this year, starting this year, is beginning to have AIs. Then next year, every phone will have an AI. They call it a helper. They call it something that's going to learn you and going to do it for you. Everything that sound good ain't good. Everything that we want to do, it can do for us. What are we here for? What are we here for? They're not making technology so that we can have it easy. It can do everything. One thing we got to do is sit down and chill, and it'll take away all our pain, all our suffering, all our heartaches. The only thing we need to do is give in. I know it sounds strange. I know you may be looking at this broadcast ready to click and turn off the broadcast. But before you just check out your world map. Just look at it. Tell me that something is not off. South America is no longer directly under the United States. Certain things that used to be big has become smaller. Places that you remember, like I used to travel, going to Memphis, I can tell you it used to be at least 819 miles away from Chicago. Now it's only 513 miles. I know that they say, well, we did improvement in the roads. You ain't gonna tell me you did that much improvement, 300 miles of improvement to make it easier for me to get to Memphis. Just look at your maps. I know you clicking on this video like, man, what is this? It's something that's very important. It's something that's very important. Just search Mandela effect. Search it. Just look up Mandela effect for yourself. And you will see things that you've never seen. Even if you don't identify with what's happening, you will see it. And so I'm just broadcasting this all around the world, wherever you may be watching. I don't care about trying to get you to become a religious person or get you to subscribe to my channel or get you to donate to my cause or none of that. This is all free. I'm doing all of this free because I care about humanity. I care about human beings in general. Now, do I have a belief? Yes, I do have a belief. But that's not what I'm pushing right now. I'm pushing humanity to wake up and know that things are happening behind the scenes that they don't really want you to know. They don't want nobody to really grasp the importance of the situation. And I don't know what else to say, but just check out your world. Look up in the sky. Chemtrails, you know what chemtrails is? It's things in the sky that's having metals and high concentrated of aluminum and all kinds of barium and toxic chemicals in it that's being sprayed on us every day. Have you noticed that the sun don't hardly be out no more? It's always cloudy. 85% of the days are cloudy now. And so, thank you so much for telling me that. I'm just here just to give you a small glimpse of what I know, because I don't know everything. I don't even tend to know everything. I don't want to entertain. I don't want to gain popularity. I just want information out that everybody should know. Because it gives you the opportunity to not worry about them things that's so small. Give you the opportunity to love a little bit better. Get an opportunity to spend time with your family when you used to didn't spend time because you had so many other things that you thought that was important, that you may have time to get to it. And then so it didn't matter. You was trying to pursue a goal or things that you wanted to try to accomplish. So things that's surrounding the world really didn't matter. But I want you to Google the Mandela effect. Google it. Google it and see the millions of people that's talking about it. Many people don't know about what's going on. Many people that's in this world of ours don't even know what the Mandela effect is. It's just a term that identifies with what's going on. It's just a term that people have put as a face of something to grab hold to, that you could understand that things are changing in our world. They can't be explained. Why the world is cracking up? Why is the earth suddenly spread and opening in different places. Arizona, they got a almost 2 mile long crack in the earth that just broke open the earth. Why the earth acting this way? Why the weather acting this way? Why, if you're in certain places, haven't you really received any warm weather? This has been the coldest April on history. February was hotter than April. Just look around you. It ain't gotta be the Mandela effect, but the world in general. Why is there so much bad weather that's happening? Why are there so many records being broke weather-wise? They try to distract us with these different things that they either cause So this is just a call. And if you have any questions, if you're watching here and I have people that's on on this live channel right now that can express what the Mandela effect is. But this is a sincere problem that we are facing in our world right now. This thing called the Mandela effect is not something just to get us to talk and get us to hang out with one another, but it's something that's so detrimental to every last human being on this planet. Some may look at it as a good thing, awakening up, a good thing of oneness with the world, but I don't think that way. I mean, I know I don't like to get negative, and I really don't, but so many things are changing that it's not making any sense. And so, I don't know who else would see this broadcast. I don't know who else would even care about this broadcast. But before you click off this broadcast, I want you to just Google your world. Look at your map. Look at how it looks. Remember what you learned in school. Look at the body. Now I don't know about the body changing because I'm not a doctor, but what I used to know my kidneys to be, the images that they're pushing out, is not the same. Just Google kidneys, locations of kidneys. Google the image and tell me, and you say, well, that's the way I always remember it. Then maybe you don't have the issue. Or Google your world map and look how South America is no longer under the United States no more. Just Google it. Because some people want to cause fear and panic. But I believe when you have somebody messing with our timeline, that's the greatest terror in the world. Because they can manipulate everything. And so I'm just on the line today, just discussing the importance of what's going on in our world that's not good for us. I know I woke up this morning and I'm saying, I need to try to reach more people. I keep putting it under Mandela effect, but every time I look at live, nobody's really looking live at the Mandela effect. But when I typed in Google, it was thousands of people live looking at channels, and I seen about 1,400 people watching just the earth spin around. It wasn't even really doing nothing. It's almost like it was a trance. And so I said, man, I need to get this information out to the masses because I can only do so much. I can use these tools while these tools exist, but they're taking free speech away from everybody, not just Americans, not just here, but everywhere. And so we only have a small window of opportunity to get this information out as fast as we can. The water is boiling. You know how water boils and it started boiling over? The water is boiling on the earth. So I'm letting you know. I know you may not know me from Adam. You may not. I might not be a popular YouTuber. I might not talk about funny cats and weird dog sounds or people falling down the stairs because I'm not entertaining right now. Just like what this thumbnail says, a breaking news. It's an alert. It's an awakening. It's something that really needs to be took serious. It's something that needs to be aware of. And I enjoy you all 11 people that came on this chat, the one that I'm seeing that's watching. I don't know how many people are actually watching, but the 11 people that came in, I just wanted to do this brief broadcast. And I love everybody, man. We need to pray for the world. We need to pray for each other. We need to love each other. Put away our petty differences, things that really don't matter. Trying to beat one another out of jobs and beat one another out of things that really is not important. You know, love your family. Love your kids. Just love one another because this world is changing. People are doing things to our world that can't be explained. And so, with that, you know, I want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for just taking the opportunity to come by and thank you so much. Thank you so much that you like my press song. And so, you know what? I want to pray. You know, I wasn't going to pray, but I need to pray. Father God, I thank you for this great opportunity, God, that you have given me. You woke me up this morning with people on my mind. Not worrying about their race, color, creed, religion, gender, sexual preferences, none of that. Worrying about just people in general and how they need to wake up and look at things that's going on around them, God. God, right now, I hope this video amplify. We have so many things that's going viral. We need the Mandela effect to go viral just once. Where millions of people will be woken up to the situation. It don't have to be my video. It can be anybody's video. But God, let it get the attention that it needs, because people don't know that situations are happening in this world, God, that they may not understand. But God, show them, amplify. We know that you have the authority and the power to amplify the message out to the masses, that they may not look at the world the same no more, not look at each other the same no more, where they can put away all of their differences and all of their hatred and all their combatants, all the anger, all the disruptions, and love. You say in your word, love covers a multitude of sin. And if they would love and they would think positive, get the negative thoughts, the negative energy out of the space, out of the air, God, that you can move and you can break yokes, that you can fix hearts, that you can mend fences, that you can heal the land, God. You said if my people that are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, that you will hear from heaven and heal their land, God. Oh, God, right now we need a healing. We need a healing, God. We need a healing in our mind, God. We need a healing in our earth, God. We need a healing on our technology fronts, God. Right now, we need you to do a supernaturally miracle, God. We need you to part the Red Sea right now, God, because we need to walk across the water right now. We have situations that's in front of us that look like we can't get past, God. But God, we see you. We know that you raised the Red River. God, we need you to raise the earth back up, that we can live in harmony, live in peace, live in joy, live in happiness. God, right now, your people need you, God. We need you like never before, God. We need you to amplify our message, that we can be smart and be wise in how we deliver it, that many people can hear what's coming out of our mouth and not look at us, God, but see you through us, God. That they may see the changes, that they may see the situations, the problems, the companies, the not on our side, people that not thinking of us as an individual, but worried about themselves. Don't think about our safety, putting experiments that can blow up the planet, God. Oh, God, right now, God. Watch over the people that got rule over us, God. Let them open their eyes. Let them stop being in collusion with the enemy that can destroy the world, God. A bunker can't help them if the world blow up. These bunkers that they are building, these underground cities that they think they can be safe in, it's not going to help them, God. This earth is talking because people are doing things to it that they shouldn't do, God. God, right now, they terrorizing your earth, God. You made the heaven and earth. You made it, God, and they're trying to tear it up, God. Oh, God, right now, send a leader in this world that won't just lead with mouth, but lead by example, God. Wake up your pastors, God, where the ones that know what's going on. Let them stand up, God. The one that don't know God, slap them in the back of their neck so that they can wake up. Stop being selfish, not trying to get money from the people just for their own personal gain, but God, get money to help your people, God. Many people are hungry and people are homeless. But God, we need you right now as a whole, God, to help this world. Help this dying world right now, because they dying in their mind, they dying in their spirit. They don't have empathy no more. They don't look at one another and love one another no more. They just look for self-gratification, God. Self-awareness, just for themselves. Selfish. God, stir up your love in us, God. Let us be the light of the world, God. Take us from under the bushel. Lord, we thank you for, I thank you for this time that I was able to express this information, God. I hope whoever click on this video will get anything, just a small thing, God, from it that will just open their hearts and give them a tug in their spirit, God. It's not about me, God. It's about you, God. I thank you. I thank you, God, for your people. I thank you, God, for your people, Jesus. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. And so with that, I'll see y'all later. And y'all have a very blessed day. I love you all.